Gab with Cherbear. I am back, guys, and online, guys. Sorry for being gone so long. Um, we're gonna really start fresh and do a little bit of new things. So let's get off. I just wanted to apologize for being gone. I was kind of giving up because I didn't have enough content, I don't think, to talk about, and not enough viewers. But somebody has brought up to my attention to, even if it doesn't matter about the viewers, it doesn't really matter if I enjoy what I'm doing, which I do, I really do enjoy this, then to keep doing it. So, I am back for you guys. I am not going to probably bring up what I'm going to talk about the next week. We're just going to wing it every week for the most part, and I'm just going to talk. Like I've said before, I try to keep politics and religion out of this, but if there happens to be a little something, it may be thrown in. So, me and Russ, my husband, kind of did some fooling around the other day with my to get me a little bit more relaxed, I guess you could say, of doing this. And so he decided to interview me. So what I wanted to do is throw that in to our first episode back. You will not see him on a regular basis, but he may join us once in a while. So, with that said, I will get the film rolling.
I'm not getting any noise. Oh, it's right there.
I don't know why.
Okay.
I haven't messed with that anymore because
Yeah.
it confuses me, so I've just left it where it was at.
Yeah.
Like, it's
That makes sense. Yeah. All right, how do we want to start this off?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Hey there.
Hey.
I'm Russ Karma, and I'm here to interview my lovely wife, Cheryl. Why don't you tell us something about yourself, Cheryl? Introduce yourself.
I'm Cheryl Carlisle. Most of you guys know me from Weekly Gab with Cherbear. And so, yeah.
There's so much cat fur on this.
That's because it
Yeah.
sits on the table and they like come down and yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So, why don't we start with where were you born? Where were you born?
I was born in Paris, California.
Paris, California. There's a Paris, California.
Yes, I don't know exactly where it's at. I just know it's down or up or wherever by Long Beach, and I think they're in the same area. I don't know. I'd have to look, but I know we were close to Disneyland too at one point. I don't know if that's where I was born. We were close to Disneyland, or if we just lived one time close to Disneyland. Because I was 2 years old when we went to Disneyland, and I know we weren't that far from it. So
you ever visit the Eiffel Tower then?
No, shut up.
Did you enjoy some croissants?
You dork.
Some steamed snails?
Said Paris, California, not Paris, France. Is that the right one? Paris, France?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct. You know what the capital of France is?
Paris.
Yes.
I thought that might be a trick question or something.
Yeah. Did you meet Napoleon Bonaparte or whatever the fuck his name was?
No. Watch it.
What about Napoleon Dynamite?
No.
Have you ever seen that movie?
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't.
Okay.
So how did you wind up in Wyoming?
Because my mother liked to move around.
That's fair.
And it's actually one of her friends that brought her here because we lived in Utah. And her friend moved to Evanston, Wyoming. And then talked my mother into moving up here, to Wyoming. And then we just kind of stuck around since then.
To the dreariest place that America has to offer.
No. I love Wyoming. Honestly.
What's your favorite thing about Wyoming?
Open space.
There's a lot of that here.
And the nature and the views and just everything. And that's partly because the open space. There's nowhere else that you could sit there and drive around town and see antelope or deer walking across the street and around people's yards. And
the mountain lions.
Yeah. There are really no mountain lions around.
Have you ever seen a mountain lion?
No.
Me neither.
I think it seems like I've heard more mountain lions coming down in Nebraska than I have here.
I've never even seen them around Nebraska.
Well, no, but I've heard on, that there's been sightings or something, or there's, somebody saw one in there, more in Nebraska than I have.
Yeah, no, I hear about people seeing them all the time. I've never personally seen one.
No, I've never personally seen one either.
But I've never spent a lot of times out in the Badlands in Nebraska. We should visit that sometime. Go out to like the Wildcat Hills or something. We've never really done that together, have we?
No.
So, is there anything that you feel people should probably know about you to like get acquainted with you?
I'm a dork.
What makes you a dork?
I don't know. I'm very confusing person. And this isn't what makes me a dork. I'm just going on with what else about me. I'm confusing. I'm shy. I'm a survivor, I'd say, of mental health.
I could agree with that. Yes, not a victim.
No, not a victim anymore.
A survivor.
Survivor. So.
This box doesn't want to open.
So, Russ is gonna ask me some weird questions.
Here, hold this.
What's the ones that aren't even open? Are they just
They're
like
just
more?
deeper questions.
Oh, I just never opened them.
All right. You can't let there be dead air. You got to talk.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No dead air. I should know that. So we've got this here, and we got some questions to ask. Your significant other, whatever, and this isn't my favorite one, or I haven't even done that many. But I'll tell you, I don't really care for this that much. But it's not too bad. We've been doing okay. We don't do it a lot. We just got them back out again. But because I didn't really care for them. And I'll say deep. You've got icebreakers, you got deep, and you got deeper. And I will tell you that the deep and deeper aren't really that deep and deeper. You're not getting that personal. And that's to me what deep and deeper mean. You're like getting really personal. And like deeper should be more like, like the sexual type questions, if you ask me. The real personal ones, Like what's your favorite vibrator or something type questions. I don't know. So they don't ask them.
What is your favorite vibrator?
I don't have one. It's because I don't even have one right now.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yes.
The F5000 series?
I don't know.
I don't even know if that's a real one. All right, we'll start with a few icebreakers since people are just getting to know you.
Okay.
So, give up breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and why?
I thought you'd do more. Did you do all of them already or something?
Yeah, we did all of these earlier.
Wow. And this is all they had? There's no more?
Just of the icebreakers, yeah.
I'd give up, what did I say before? Breakfast? Yeah, breakfast.
Why?
Why? Because I can have breakfast items any time of the day, and I'm not a big breakfast eater anyway. I don't like to eat too early in the morning. So, yeah.
Let's be honest. You don't like eating at all.
Well, maybe not, but if I had to choose, that would be the time.
Yeah.
Because see, technically, I'd probably give up breakfast and dinner, because yeah, then I could just eat in the middle of the day and be fine for the rest of the time. That'd be the perfect ideal. That's what I used to do before I met you.
Yeah. So what's the ideal lunch? What's the perfect meal for your lunch?
Well, during the summer, it's more like a salad or fruit, something light like that. Um, I don't know. It really have to depend on what kind of mood I'm in, about what I'd want to. Because any other time, I don't know. Sometimes, I might be in the mood for a steak, and sometimes I might be in the mood just for something like, my macaroni and cheese and hot dogs. So, yeah.
So whatever strikes your fancy that day.
Yeah, exactly. I have to be in a certain mood.
Are you ready for another one?
Yeah, I'm ready for another one.
All right. Work to live or live to work? And
Work to live.
we just we just had a cameo from the beautiful Beatrice, who always has to be the center of attention.
Yeah, she comes in a lot of my.
Yeah.
Yeah, work to live.
Yeah, no, live to work.
No, I live to work. Yes. Yes.
You really enjoy your work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot
Why?
of my work is something I enjoy, not because of the money. And we all know that because look at what I live in. So I look what I have to show for it.
So the real question is would you prefer doing something that you love for not a lot of money, or something that you hate for a lot of money?
Now she's pushing buttons, so move. I would definitely like to do something that I enjoy for a little bit of money.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That's definitely you.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I've waited tables for so long in my life.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about waiting tables?
Believe it or not, it's the people. I think just involving myself. And when you wait tables, a lot of times I'm a people pleaser, okay? So being able to help somebody out or fix a problem for them mainly, even if it's just food, is something that I enjoy. You get it? So, yeah. So I would say that's why. Because I'm not a people person, that's for sure.
I'm really glad that you said that, because it's really nice to see you just being this honest.
Okay.
Like just being that upfront and that open. I know that's something that you kind of struggle with, opening up.
Yeah. Not as much anymore. I don't know.
You're definitely getting better. You made a lot of improvements since we met.
Yep.
Yeah. What is it now? 4.5 years almost that we've been together.
Yeah.
March.
Yeah. No, I was thinking we're on 4 years, and you said 4.5, and I'm like thinking, what? This is our 4th year, but no.
Yeah. No, almost 4.5 years. Wow. Another one.
Whenever you're right, you're the one who's
Okay.
me.
Shower in the morning or at night?
Morning.
Why?
Why? Because I feel like then I'm like, I guess you can say kind of wakes me up, I guess. I mean, I start fresh. Where if I were to take one at night, it's like, I'm going to sleep and getting all dirty again, even though I'm just sleeping. I don't know.
And then you're going to wake up with
Yeah.
bed head anyway?
Yeah. For the most part, not really all.
Well, because the bed head's always worse when the hair's wet, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to go to bed with wet hair, because then you're really all over.
Yeah.
And it stays that way. It'll be like sticking your hair and sticking you off these little stick-ups and stuff like that because it was wet. Yeah.
Should we go deep?
Sure.
You want to go deep?
Sure.
Real deep?
Dork. Oh, I know why I'm hearing voices. My TV's going still.
Oh, I thought you finally realized that they're all in your head.
Told you I heard some talking. And I knew the window wasn't open.
I thought you were just finally coming to terms with your schizophrenia. She got diagnosed a few years back, but she has not come to terms with it.
No.
I'm telling you, man. Chuck, he's not real.
Stop. Stop. Chuck. Okay.
Have you ever cried at a movie? Have you ever cried at a movie?
Oh, of course. All of them.
Yeah.
Or lots of them. But
That's a hard.
what was the next part?
Which one and why?
Oh.
What's the most recent one?
What is the most recent one? I don't know what the most recent one was.
The last one that's really coming to mind was The Whale with Brendan Fraser.
Oh.
But that was a while ago.
Yeah. It still might have been the last one. I think there's been a couple in before that when I watched Without You. But the most ridiculous one I've ever cried at, though, is probably Look Who's Talking To. That's still, when people ask me about crying in a movie, I think of that all the time.
Look Who's Talking To.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Have you not ever seen Look Who's Talking?
No.
It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's, okay, so Look Who's Talking is basically, about, it's not even about, I don't care, it's, the main character's not the child. But it's just about what, you hear the voices of the kids, what they're thinking as babies and stuff like that.
Kind of like the Genius Babies or whatever.
Yeah, but this is better. Those came after Look Who's Talking. Like Boss Baby or whatever. No. There's and it started Bruce Willis, because he's the voice of Mickey and Mike. Mike, I think is the kid's name. I haven't watched it in so long. And then John Travolta and Christy Alley. And they were the first ones. And then in 2, because they had a little girl, the voice of her was Roseanne Barr. I mean, I don't even have to say Barr. Most people know who Roseanne is. But yeah. And then they did it stupidly. And in Look Who's Talking 3, if everybody knows, they had the pets sit there and be talking.
So why did you cry at Look Who's Talking To?
Because the 2 babies were in the apartment. I don't remember exactly why they went out of the apartment or whatever. And the apartment started on fire. And Mikey was trying to get his little sister out of the fire.
It was sad.
Yeah.
It was really sad.
Kind of. I mean,
She's about to tear up right here just remembering this.
Why it was so sad, but just watching him, because she was in her little, walker thingy, and he's like trying to push her out of the apartment to get out of the fire, and
really tug at the heartstring.
I don't know why. It's like kind of ridiculous. You think about it, but yeah.
I don't know. That's something that I always loved about you. It's like every movie that we watched, you end up crying to it.
I'd say so.
Yeah, it's almost like she's like a fly on the wall. Like she's like spectating it, and it's happening to her. Like she's living vicariously through these movie characters. Yeah. Like you remember watching the Babadook?
Yes, but I didn't cry at that one.
Oh no, she was screaming. She's literally like fucking hands over the face, staring through her fingers. Like
even on the second time when I knew he was coming, I think I was even more scared the second time we watched it.
The second time we watched, because we watched it once, I showed it to her because it's one of my favorite horror films, and she really enjoys a horror film, so I showed her it. And like that's something that I really love, like sharing horror films with Cheryl, because she gets so scared at them. Like it's just such a fun experience. But anyway, I showed her the Babadook. She was terrified, and then we didn't watch it for like ever. And then one day, I think she just wanted to watch it again. And it was like, God, a year and a half later, maybe. What do you think?
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, and we put it on, and I'm pretty sure she was more scared on the second watch through than the first one. To the point, like, I paused it, and I was like, do we need to, like, stop so you can compose yourself? Because I really thought she was going to have a breakdown.
Yeah. I was really, yeah. I was terrified. I knew he was coming, and I just, like, then he wouldn't come. I'm like, I know he's coming up. I know he's coming up. I'm scared. I don't want to look. I mean, I was losing it second time.
In fact, I kind of want to watch it again now.
See, I know I'd be scared. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, should we do the next one?
Sure.
Maybe a smoke break. You want to light up?
In the M&M room, you can smoke.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
You want to light up?
We're being real.
Smoking them basics.
Oh yeah, I guess it's not really being real.
Being real cheap is what we are. All right. Have you ever walked out of a movie?
No.
Really?
Really. I want to say I did one time, but I can't think of what that was or when it was, so I want to say it might be in my head.
I've walked out of a movie.
Yeah, I think you told me that before.
Ted.
Yeah.
The one with the teddy bear.
Yeah, I never watched.
It was like Family Guy, but the worst of it.
Because I want to say it was at this theater that I did a walkout on. But I have no idea. It could be just a feeling I have.
That was a deep question, just so you know.
Yeah, exactly. See, stupid. They're not deep.
That's a fucking icebreaker if I ever heard one.
Yeah, and the deeper, like, maybe deep. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, let's move on. What could you rant about for hours?
I don't know. What do I rant about for hours? Because I have a habit of, like, going on too long on things.
Yeah. I don't think there's really anything that you, like, rant about. Because, like, ranting is, like, something that you're really, like, frustrated or passionate about. Like, you could coo on about your grandson for, like, ages if you really wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be saying the same things over and over again.
Yeah. But you'd never get tired of talking about Leo.
No. Because he's the best.
Let's do one more deep one since that wasn't a very good question for you. What's the best career advice you've ever heard?
I don't know. Especially for career advice. I don't got any advice, you know? I mean, I have like the old school kind of, just your normal stuff as far as the workspace goes, and basically, which everybody kind of knows, what a lot of people don't do nowadays, and that's why there's so much drama in the workplace. But basically, keep your personal life and your work life separate, Once you get to that door at work, everything stays outside that door. And the same with when you leave work, everything stays inside that door, And then you're not as, there's not. And more people did that, there'd be less drama in work space, work area, I think. Because a lot of people, and I see that a lot too, a lot of people do, they sit there and they bring their personal life. And it's one thing to sit there and maybe talk to people about your personal life, or whatever and stuff. But don't come in and you just had a fight with your husband, or if you're, had a bad day with the kids or something happened. Come in that same mood and either be just complaining to everybody about it, because we really don't want to hear about it, or take it out on everybody, And that's basically what happens. And if people would just keep it, then it wouldn't happen as much. So yeah.
I know I've I've had a couple places that I worked where a lady's husband like came in and was like raising hell in the lobby. And I'm like looking at the manager like, "Hey, you should stop this."
Yeah.
You you know the best work advice I ever got?
What?
Somebody told me, he was like, "Hey man, if you learn to shut the fuck up a little bit, you probably earn more money."
Okay. Yes. Oh, yeah.
He was right actually. Like I learned how to keep my mouth shut a bit.
Interrupted by the cats. Always. The cats are worse than our children. My children. I don't know. Sometimes I think. It's been a long time since I've had my children around, but sometimes I think cats are worse than children.
They are.
Oh.
Because they never grow up.
Plus, they can't talk. So, and you can't, like, tell them to do things on their own.
It's like having an autistic 8-year-old.
Yeah. For the rest of their life.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the rest of your life.
But they love cuddles. Should we go deeper?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How would your 10-year-old self react to who you are today?
I think they would probably be totally confused. Like, how can you be like that? Who are you? I guess I don't, mainly because I'm a total different person than I was before. Because I'm doing better in my mental health state. I guess you could say is the best way to put it. So, at 10 years old, I was already a mess and thinking totally different. Where now I'm a like stronger person, a survivor, someone that's realizing that things that I thought at 10 years old was healthy and the right way are not anymore. So I definitely don't think we'd get along, but yeah, I think they would be kind of scared of me.
I think the better question is, if you could go back and see your 10-year-old self, what would you say to your 10-year-old self?
That would be a hard one because, like, I still say it to this day, even though I used to say it because I didn't want help, I still say it now, even now, that if I wasn't the way I was, then I wouldn't be where I'm at. Even though I had to go through so much and it wasn't a good thing, that I'm realizing that it wasn't a good thing now, I don't think I would have had my children, even though they may have not been raised, very good because of the way I was. I wouldn't be living where I'm living now. I definitely wouldn't be with you. So I don't know if I could say anything I don't know if I'd want to say anything. You know what I mean?
That's actually a really big picture way of looking at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because, I mean, you're so worried that something important in your future would get changed off that interaction that you'd rather just stay silent than potentially sacrifice any of those opportunities, any of the good things that happened. Like, that's actually a really mature way of looking at it,
Okay.
Well, it's just really big.
I mean,
Yeah, because it's a really big picture way of looking at it. Like, hey, like, I know a lot of shitty things have happened, but there's some pretty fucking awesome shit that also happened. And if I say anything to my younger self, like, that would be the potential of some of these really awesome things not happening. So, like, wow, yeah, man. I think that that's actually more profound than actually saying something.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. If you were to die today with no chance to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone?
Oh my goodness. That would just have to probably be I guess you could say generic. It's just, even though I might have said it already or something, but I think just letting the people that are close to me or that I love or whatever, letting them know one more time that I love them and appreciate them being in my life.
And why haven't you told them yet?
I mean, I may have not gone into depth, but I don't know. Partly because of the way I was raised. I mean, everybody should know. And I mean, I'm getting better at saying I love you to my children, but I've never really sat there and sat down and told them, hey, you know what? I don't even know what to say. Because, like, I'm afraid to even say it because what if they hear me? What if they actually watch this or something?
I don't know if you could tell with the shitty pixelation, but she's starting to blush right now.
Well, I know. But yeah.
Should
I wrote a letter to Leo. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you want to read it?
No. But it's sitting in my file cabinet. And
Yeah.
I wrote it not too long ago.
What's it about?
Just about. Because I like. Oh my gosh. Okay. So not too long ago, I had thought about, I can't die. I can't ever die. Because Leo would miss me. And I can't do that to him. I mean, if you think about it, I don't know. That's what I thought. I was like, how would he be able to handle that? I never knew when people would sit there, and say, oh, my grandma died or my grandfather died or whatever. It's like, okay, well, they're old, they live their life. Why are you so sad about it? And I finally sat there and I thought, what would happen to Leo, or how would he feel when I leave? It's like he's going to be like that. It's like, oh, I can't go to school if he's hung up. I need to take a day off because my grandma died or whatever. Or he'd be sad for a while, and I'm like, I don't want him to feel that way. So I basically just, wrote him a letter saying that how much I enjoyed having him in my life. And even though I'm gone right now, I'm still with him in every way. And, that we had the greatest times together, all that, just stuff like that. So that he doesn't have to feel alone, because I'm gone. That he doesn't have that person that he was close to or that played with him all the time, or, would let him sit there and, like, just do whatever he wanted to. And, even though Grandma would tell him, you can't do it, stuff like that, be a grandma that I, am, that he doesn't have to miss that. It's still there with him and, inside. So, yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yo, don't apologize. Don't apologize. This is beautiful right now. This is fucking content. Post this up on the YouTube, man. Get like 1,000 hits.
Dark.
That's really awesome that you did that, though. No, man, because you and Leo are like thick as thieves.
Yeah.
You're his partner in crime.
Sure.
You know. Should we do one more?
Sure.
All right. Who was your role model growing up?
Basically, I guess it was my sister, but then, She like was gone too soon, so I don't know. I never had anyone after that. You know, I
Well,
never.
why was she your role model?
I don't know. She was cool. She was tough. She was strong. You know, nothing could like bother my sister. Nothing could affect her, and she would kick your ass or butt. You know. Um,
Almost slipped on the sensor there.
you know, I mean, I don't know. She was just. Oh, I just always wanted to be like her. You know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know who my role model was?
No one.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Gosh. I thought we were going to stay away from that. Should have known it would have came along in this conversation at some point.
Everything begins and ends with wrestling. You know, it's funny, man, because for
as often as I used to. But anyway, go ahead.
no, it's just funny because we were criticizing these cards for not being deep enough on the questions, and here you are, man, and you're all teared up.
Well, that's because you like added like sub questions with you
Yeah.
know.
I guess I'm better. Maybe they should have hired me to write this shit.
Yeah,
You know.
for sure.
Should we do one more, or are we ready to put it up?
Right, good enough, I guess. We
Okay.
can be done.
Okay.
I mean, we've been on for 36 minutes.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. So.
Time flies when you're having fun, huh?
I guess so.
Well, this was fun.
Yes. Thank you for doing this, thinking about this. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Doing this with me.
Well, it's been really nice having you on the show. Roll the title card.
You dork.
And next week we'll have Val Kilmer. I don't think that's possible. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah.
Didn't he die?
I don't know who's Van Kilmer or whatever.
Batman.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard something about him. I mean, he's dead, but it seems like it wasn't too long ago.
Sure.
Which one?
I am the knight.
I thought that was the. Which one?
He was the one with Catwoman and Danny DeVito.
Okay, so he was in one of the movies.
Yeah, he was Batman.
Not the. Who's it? Like John something or whatever that played on the TV show?
Which TV show?
Batman.
Adam West?
Adam West. There we go.
Yeah, he's dead too.
Yeah, I knew he was dead.
Yeah, I was really sad about that.
Yeah.
You know how I got introduced to Adam West though?
How?
Family Guy.
Dork.
He has a reoccurring character on there, and he is like the
I
greatest
know,
part.
and that's why I think he just not too long ago died, didn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah, it was like within the last 5 years.
Oh, I thought it was sooner than that.
Like 2023, I think.
Oh. I just know somebody was talking about it again not too long ago on something that I listened to or watched. But anyway. Okay.
Okay.
We're done.
How do we sign this off?
The way I sign my show off is usually don't forget to care for one another, love one another, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was kind of fun to do. I'd say I'd really open up. We'll talk some more about, I guess, myself for the most part. Probably be enough for this week. Like I said, I'm just going to come on and talk about either some highlights of my week or some low lights of my week. And we'll see. Or something going on in the news, something going on in entertainment. Just whatever. Like I said, we're just here to gab. And so with that, don't forget to care for one another and love one another. And we'll see you next week. Bye.